Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 14th episode of our gaming news podcast, the PackCast. Our hosts today, as always, are Cool Trainer Camilo, the Janebo, Dan from the Tea Lounge, and myself, Phil Fantastic, and together we are the Game Pack. Let's get into this week's news stories. We are going to be talking about EA. We're going to be talking about Ninja leaving Twitch. We're going to talk about, there's some Captain Toad VR levels. What? There's a casino in Grand Theft Auto 5. Talk about microtransactions. We're going to talk about Mario Tennis Aces being free, the Outer Worlds coming to the Switch, Monster Hunter World Iceborne's expansion is coming up this fall, and we're going to be talking about a leak that came out of E3. Wow, we got some stories today, but we're going to get through them all, and it's going to be exciting and amazing and a little bit educational. First story of the day. EA, they don't like the Switch. It's a fact. So CEO Andrew Wilson states, anytime we're evaluating platform conversations, we're really looking at a couple of things. One, does the game really fit on the profile of the platform in terms of the control or the community ecosystem? Two, do we think the community playing on the platform would appreciate the game and go there, or would they prefer to play somewhere else? Which leads into their main point. We have a lot of data that would suggest many Switch owners also own a PlayStation 4, an Xbox One, or a PC, and very often choose to play the games that we make on those platforms, even though they have a Switch and they enjoy a lot of great content on the Switch. Wow. First off, you don't give people the option, so how would you know whether or not they would prefer to play Madden on the Switch? Because you don't put Madden on the Switch. So maybe they're basing this off of the FIFA ports that have come to the Switch, but again, the FIFA ports that they put on the Switch are not the full game. So if you had a choice between a fully functioning FIFA game or just a kind of hobbled port, you're probably going to go with the fully functioning FIFA game, which is on an Xbox One, PC, or PS4. And EA makes a large majority of their revenue. I think I heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, that they make the most of their revenue from the FIFA Ultimate Team microtransaction gimmick. That's where they make the most of their money from, not from game sales, from microtransactions in FIFA. And those aren't on the Switch. So, of course, they're not going to be super excited to put more things on the Switch because, obviously, there's not a huge amount of revenue matching the Xbox, PS4, or PC. It's not the same game. I don't know. John, what do you think about this? Just absolute...
I don't know. It's just ridiculous.
Silliness.
There's, so the financials for the Switch and Nintendo just came out, and they showed the software sales, and people buy games on that system. I don't know why you don't just try to put stuff on the system and see what works. Not only their sports games, like having Madden on there would be fantastic. I would love to play Madden in handheld mode on the go or something. But their old library games like Mass Effect and Dead Space, they put those games on the system because Capcom has been doing that.
Yeah.
Other publishers have been putting their old games on the system, and they've been doing pretty well. So I don't know why EA is so reluctant to put their stuff on the Switch.
Put a Dead Space collection, put a Mass Effect collection. If they put a Mass Effect collection on the Switch, that would guarantee sell.
Yeah.
As long as they don't put 4 on it.
Mass Effect was on the Wii U.
Right? Mass Effect 3 was on the Wii U.
Yeah, just 3.
So I wonder if they're basing it off of the game, because I think they put a Madden on there. I'm not sure, but
I think so.
But they did put Mass Effect on there, so maybe it didn't sell that well. So they're like, these people, they don't like our stuff, so we're not ever going to give it to them, no matter what system.
It's just so strange though, because can they not understand that the Switch is a monumental record-breaking success in comparison to the Wii U? The Wii U flopped. I like my Wii U. Don't take it from me. But like compared to the Switch is just such more commercially successful.
Yeah,
Um,
like
feel
every day, like the Wii U becomes like less necessary to have with all these ports.
It's kind of like EA is the old grandparents who don't understand the newer generation.
Yeah,
It's like it's massive popularity of the newer generation, and the EA old grandparents have been like, they don't need the good things. They won't even enjoy it. Let's give it to the other people. It's like they don't respect the community.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does this say exactly? In terms of like the community ecosystem.
Mm-hmm. So people who like to play, Super Mario.
Yeah, they don't think that the community playing on that platform would appreciate the game and go there.
But like publishers like Bethesda are porting everything to it. Like they're putting Doom and Wolfenstein, and those aren't typical games that you would think of a Nintendo platform having.
No, especially not Wolfenstein.
Yeah, but like they're porting it anyway because there has to be some sort of audience. They're probably making some type of money off these ports. I mean, how expensive would it be to downport a Madden or what else?
Isn't
do they have?
Bethesda?
NBA Live?
The way I read
is-
this statement was they are like trying to make a claim that the people won't like them, but when they're really saying is we don't want to put in the work, or we don't want to like, because like if you look at some ports, like you can tell some ports put in the time and effort to like port it right so it like runs correctly, and then there are some ports that run like garbage. So I think like they just don't care, like they don't want to put the effort in like porting stuff. So they're just saying like, well, you won't enjoy the games anyway, so we're not going to do it anyway.
Yeah, it's like, why would we bother if we're not going to make a lot of money from it?
Yeah.
Even if it's marginally successful, it's not going to be worth our bother.
Yeah.
It's so pretentious of them. I don't know. It's just, it's dumb.
Yeah. I just think
It's really dumb.
there must have been some reason why they didn't include the FIFA Ultimate Team in the other FIFAs, and that's where they make their money. So they're not going to put in the effort to keep porting to the Switch because they're not going to make a ton of money. They'll make some money. They'll make money, but it's not going to be a cash cow for them. And I think they'd rather just keep raking in on Xbox, PS4, and PC and just not worry about it.
I wonder if they crippled the current ports so they could justify to themselves not bringing more things to the Switch.
Who knows?
That seems like self-defeating. I don't think they would actually do that. That seems kind of expensive to
I don't know,
shoot yourself in the foot very publicly.
We're not going to give you the proper resources that you need. We're going to give you a limited resource. Do it. Get it done, no matter, at a cheap rate. And if it's successful, then we'll give you more funding. I mean, that's probably what they did. And the team is like, this is not enough money to make a proper port. We're just going to do our best, release it, and then it's going to show that it's not going to be successful. That's probably what happened, honestly.
Maybe. Speculation.
Yeah.
Speculation
Completely.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
Yeah. I don't know. As far as I am concerned, sure, it would be cool to have Madden. I just want them to bring back like the NCAA games. I know they can't do that anymore because of like laws of like not profiting off college students. But like those are the games I liked back in the day. Like that was sweet. You could play as like your favorite college team.
I think in the new Madden they actually have a mode, or you could play as college teams, or
Oh really?
you could put the players into their college uniforms where they went to school.
Okay.
But I don't know. I haven't played the new Madden, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, because it's not on Switch. We don't know.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts on EA other than that they're slimy and they haven't really made a good game in a while?
Can EA get any good press? Like, there's... Like,
I don't think so, no.
They always look so bad. Like, in every story, they're the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say good riddance. We don't need you on the Switch. Stop making games.
Microsoft tweeted, I don't know if you guys saw this. Microsoft tweeted out, what was the worst, like the most evil villain of all video games, and I tweeted back to Microsoft, EA. Shout out to our social medias, guys. The links to our socials are in the description. You should check those out. All right. Anybody else? EA? That Star Wars game looks cool.
Does.
So
they don't got many things going for them though.
Nope. That one, what was it? The one that just came, Battlefront 2. I enjoyed that. I didn't hate
but that was riddled with controversy too.
I know, but like I got it after the fact, like after they removed all the microtransactions, everything, and I was goofing around in the story, and I was enjoying it. I mean,
Apex Legends is pretty fun.
Oh, that's EA as well. That's interesting. Yeah. But if I had to choose between any of the free-to-play battle royales, I'm going with Fortnite. Sorry.
It's a good segue.
It is a good segue because the #1 Fortnite streamer in the world, Ninja, is leaving Twitch to go to Mixer. Potentially not full-time. We did some minor Googling, as the PackCast research squad tends to do. Just some light Googling before we hit record. We think it's a 2-year deal with Mixer. And I think that it's heavily tied into, and I got this info from John, so I'm not even going to say it. I think it's heavily tied into what John said to me offline. Halo Infinite. I think he is going to be promoting the heck out of Halo and whatever online component they have, online competitive game that Halo has. So,
yeah, didn't he originally get his start in like one of the Halo games?
Yeah, Halo. I think Halo 3 is the first. Is what he was a pro at. His first pro? I don't know how that works. He definitely played Halo 3 professionally.
Fortnite was around.
Yeah.
Dude,
Halo
3 is like 12 years old now, I think.
Yeah, but it's still dope.
Yeah.
Those games, I'm a Halo fan. Halo, all those games got me into the 360. Halo 3.
I know, I'm pumped for Infinite.
Yeah, it'll be cool. But I'll be able to get it on my Xbox One X Scorpio, right?
Yeah. Well, okay, no, I think it's...
You think it's next gen?
Well, they definitely confirmed that it's for the Scarlet. It's a launch title for Scarlet.
They won't make it exclusive though. When it like comes out like right at the launch, they usually do both, right?
They'll do the Twilight Princess. There should be a game that's like example of that, like the.
Well, same with like Breath of the Wild, the Wii U, and the Switch.
Yeah, the Breath of the Wild it. I just want to coin a term for like being cross-generational. Okay, so let's jump back to talk about Ninja though before we get distracted. I streamed on using Restream before I was a YouTube partner, and I was allowed to. I think you're not supposed to, but I'm not sure. On Mixer, I know you can't on Twitch for sure.
Yeah.
On YouTube, on Twitch, and on Mixer for like the first few months that I was streaming, and I did not like the community on Mixer. I don't know if you're a big Mixer fan watching, like please like let us know in the comments, but it was so toxic. All of my like the majority of my trolls were from Mixer. So I don't know. Has anyone had any experience streaming on Mixer or watching Mixer or Mixer thoughts in general?
I haven't streamed on Mixer, but I did like my one Mixer experience was there was a content creator that did a Super Mario Odyssey stream where it was Mixer plays Super Mario Odyssey. It started with a YouTube and Twitch plays, but it moved to Mixer because Mixer has so much less lag. Like the delay between streams is insane on Mixer. There was like a half a second. You send a message, it's like literally half a second.
Wow.
So you could actually do complex things. And the chat entirely by typing things like up and A and B, and those were the inputs to the game in the chat. was actually able to beat the entire game in assist mode because the input lag is so short on Mixer. It's insane how instantaneous it actually is.
Wow.
So that is one cool feature of Mixer.
That's interesting.
As far as like platforms go, I think you're gonna always have trolls everywhere, but it is kind of interesting to see the breakdown of what those types of trolls are.
Yeah.
In each. Yeah.
When are you playing Minecraft? Never.
Yeah.
Except for
late.
in a year
I will
from
be
now.
playing Minecraft. Yeah, I'll be playing Minecraft. Just not any of the times that you ask me. Oh man. Shout out again. I'm gonna shout out to Yordi again. We shouted out to Yordi randomly once. Shout out to Yordi. He's got a pretty funny series of things that streamers find annoying. You guys should watch those videos.
Dude, it's so funny. They are so funny.
They're really funny.
They're pretty good. So Yordi, what up? If you're in the chat right now, or if you're watching this after the fact, leave a comment. Check out Yordi's channel, guys. He's got funny stuff on it, and he streams. Ninja. I don't know, like, I didn't watch him, so I'm not going to move from Twitch to Mixer to watch him. I watch people on Twitch. I watch people on YouTube. I don't watch people on Mixer. So I'm not on that platform, therefore I'm probably not going to watch anything on that platform. Unless something comes of him moving over there and it, like, blows up, like, maybe I'll explore it, but, like, I explored DLive when PewDiePie got that deal, and it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It started out as something that was really cool, but then they changed it, and then I was like, I don't like this anymore, and I came back home.
I'm kind of wondering how PewDiePie is enjoying the contract at this point.
Yeah.
He has supplemental income, so he's probably fine.
Yeah.
I was actually watching Ninja on Mixer.
Oh yeah.
And he was at Lollapalooza this week, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Big concert apparently.
Mm-hmm.
But I was watching him, and everybody was saying good things about him moving over, and from what I could tell, it's similar to Twitch. I don't know. There's a couple different things, like you level up from watching, kind of like DLive, where you could watch and get those little chests. But for Mixer, you can't earn money. You just watch, and you get like these, I forget what they're called, but this currency that you could use emotes with. And it's a similar streaming service to Twitch and DLive. I don't know. It didn't seem that much different. Just less people. But I thought it was interesting.
Owned by Microsoft, by the way, if you guys don't know.
Owned by Microsoft. It was interesting. He mentioned something like, he mentioned that he's going to be streaming on there for at least 2 years. So that made me believe that the deal's for 2 years.
Yep.
And then he also said that he doesn't know, but there might be like other big streamers moving over there.
Oh, maybe. He also said he wanted to get back to his streaming roots, and I don't know what that means. I just wish he would have been like, yo, I just got a fat contract from Microsoft to go to Mixer, and that's what I'm doing.
He probably can't. He probably can't. There's probably legal. He's probably under an NDA or something.
Probably, but
Could
like,
be, yeah.
if you think about like professional athletes, like I was thinking about like, oh, he's just getting bought by like another team to go play on this team. Like,
there might be different rules around that, because I know like the NFL, for example, is technically a non-profit organization, so they might be legally obligated to disclose everything.
Yeah.
So it could have different rules.
I mean, if somebody finds out that Microsoft paid them $50 million to come over, like they might be like, maybe I'll try to move too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
The day he moved over, like Mixer became the #1 app, like free app on the App Store.
He already has like 800,000 followers or something on there.
I did like the day he moved over, I like looked at like the different games on Mixer and stuff. There was nobody playing Pokemon. There were barely any people playing anything Nintendo.
Yeah, well, I think that platform is like geared towards Xbox because it's owned by Microsoft. So
gonna see a lot of Minecraft, a lot of Fortnite.
Yeah, a lot of the bigger games like Apex or like Fortnite, PUBG, Apex Legends, like all the standard bigger games, mainstream stuff is always going to be there. But then like you see Gears of War and Halo and Minecraft, and you see like 20 people watching Mario. So I don't think that platform's for stuff outside of Microsoft.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, it could get there.
Yeah, Mixer may very well be trying to expand with this. I know they're going all out. Apparently, they are giving like I don't know how long it's running, but if you go over to Mixer, you can get a free subscription, which is like a channel join.
Yeah.
To Ninja for like a month or something like that.
It's 2 months.
2 months? 2 months. Yeah, 2 months, it's crazy for free. Like they want people to come over and be there and experience it. And yeah, they're definitely trying to poach audiences.
It's very tempting. It's very tempting to move over because like, it's not huge yet. Mixer's not huge yet, but you could tell that they're trying to make it something. Like they're putting money into it, so they want it to be something.
They definitely have more credibility than DLive, that's for sure.
That's true.
Yeah, and I'm a firm believer, like as someone who has streamed on one platform and then was kind of forced to move to a different platform. I was on YouTube streaming, and then I had to move to Twitch. I'm a firm believer that the platform really shouldn't matter. If you like someone, if you like watching someone, the platform in which they are on should be like lower on that list of reasons to or not to watch.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think it's going to be a very much of a bad move for him. Even if only a fraction of his audience move over, it's yeah, he's going to be totally fine.
I mean, he's riding high right now. He's getting viewership around what he was getting at Twitch, but like that's going to drop off once all this press dies down.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see, a month from now, 6 months from now, see where he's at and where the platform's at.
Yeah.
And we will absolutely come back and update you then.
Yeah, and with the right money management, he could easily retire after his contract potentially.
Oh, he can easily retire now.
I think he's good.
Yeah.
He made $10 million last year. You could retire off of $10 million at the age of 25.
Yep.
Easily.
Yeah, I know. I just haven't done it yet. All right. Any final thoughts on Mixer or Ninja? All right. Good luck, Ninja, on Mixer. Let's take a very short commercial break.
Phil. Camilo. Camilo. John. Phil, Camilo, John. Dan, Camilo, Dan, Camilo, Camilo, John. Camilo, John.
And we're back.
That was very maniacal.
The next story is Captain Toad's getting a VR update. It's getting 4 levels in VR. I don't have the Labo VR. Who has it?
I do.
I have it.
All right.
I don't, but I have like a knockoff version.
Okay, so I'll start with Cam then.
So I actually haven't played them.
Okay.
But there are 4 levels. I know I've played some of the levels where like you have the switch and you're like moving, you can move it around like this and it's like a view, so I can see how that would work. But I just haven't. I updated my game, but I just haven't had time to play them yet. But I really want to play them though.
What about you, John? You're going to be playing Captain Toad in VR.
I have played them.
All 4 levels?
All 4 levels. They are they're levels that are in the regular game. So it's
Okay.
not you're not getting 4 new levels. They're just
So
4
it's
levels
basically
in
just
VR.
3D, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it actually works really well for this type of game.
Yeah,
Because
I would
it's,
imagine
it's just
so.
a little box like level that you can look around. And then one of the levels is one of the minecart levels.
Oh,
And I
fun.
think-
The Odyssey minecart.
I'm not sure if it's the Odyssey one, but it's definitely it's a minecart level,
Mhm.
and that's probably the best one because it feels like it fits VR perfectly. Because you
Because
can
you're
look
like
around.
on rails.
Yeah, it's actually I tried the other updates, and I think that this is probably the best VR update that they've had.
Oh,
in a game so far.
Wow.
Yeah, I know
Interesting.
Odyssey was not good.
Yeah, Odyssey and Breath of the Wild. Breath of
Breath
the
of the
Wild was like
okay. Like, it was just blurry, but it was cool. I liked it.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing. Like this is blurry too. The quality of the VR kit is not like phenomenal, so it's
Mhm.
just
I mean, you're zooming into little circles on a 720p screen, so
yeah.
Yeah.
But it was still fun. I enjoyed the levels. I thought they were well done. I hope they make more into VR since they're just the same levels that they have in the
Mhm.
game.
Yeah, that'd be cool. It'd be cool
I
for
li-
like
I-
a DLC
I like the
pack,
VR
maybe.
headset to see what they do with it.
Mhm.
I mean,
Oh, the
the
Smash
resolution
update
is whatever.
made no sense.
Oh no, that one made me sick. Like
Yeah.
playing.
What,
Smash
you can
in
play
VR.
Smash in VR?
Yeah.
You can play Smash in VR.
That sounds terrible.
But they
I
don't
just-
recommend you play it. They recommend you watch a match.
Yeah. I was like, watch, do a.
Oh.
Yeah, that was bad. You could barely see anything.
Yeah, it's very blurry. It hurts to watch and
Mhm.
ugh, not good.
Because like for certain stages, you can like you see the stage in front of you, but you can like look up and look down and look to the side. So like
Yeah.
if you want to look around, like you can't really play because you're not looking at like the battlefield.
Yeah, it's an odd choice. It's a gimmick.
I think the thing that I'm excited with most about the VR is that eventually, several years from now, there will be an emulator that will boost the resolution and do proper VR
Mhm.
for these games.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, but if you
'cause-
emulate, that's like on
yeah.
your computer. It's not like a handheld kind of situation.
right, as it shouldn't be. I mean, holding.
Yeah, but you
holding-
can't put the goggles on your screen, your computer
For-
screen.
For some
Yeah,
reason,
No,
but you could use like the HTC Vive or something. and boot up an
Exactly. You have a
emulator.
headset that plugs into your computer.
Yeah, but, like,
right now it
what's-
takes
but
like 3 USB ports.
What's being represented on the screen is like a black screen with like 2 circles cut out of it. It's not like a program
gonna be-
running in VR. It's like you're using plastic goggles to see VR.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They'll improve on it in several years. There's going to be emulation, and there's going to be higher resolution. It's going to be a better experience. I think it'll be cool down the road once people figure out how to make it good.
I don't know.
And
VR,
we will
will
check
and
back
always
in on that in 10 years. What were you going to say, John?
said VR will and is and always will be a gimmick.
Sure. I think AR is the future and not VR, but that's a little bit of a different story.
It's like
Final-
3D.
You don't think
Final
all these
thoughts?
3D
future
for
is gonna be
movies is
VR?
definitely a gimmick.
No, I don't think so. Because
Just
I
get, like,
think
zapped into the game. You're like, how like?
Do you ever
it
see,
wasn't,
like,
do you ever
Ready
see
Player One?
the movie Gamer?
no.
No,
That's the one with Michael C. Hall as the bad guy.
Oh yeah, it's that one. So you get something implanted in your head, and there's some kid at home playing you, and you don't get to control yourself. That's what video games are going to be in the future.
No, they're not. All right. That was Captain Toad VR update. Check it out if you want to. And now a relevant story. Casino in GTA 5 that you can use real money to buy chips or cash or whatever. But no matter how much you win or lose, you can't convert that money back into real money. But you can just play in a casino and you can buy chips. This is insanity.
This is messed up. We
Why-
talked about loot boxes being gambling a couple of weeks ago.
I know, and then
And this is literal gambling.
this is literal gambling.
no, this is literal taking your money and throwing it in the trash can.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like with gambling, it's what did we figure out the definition was? Is that like you can put your money into something with a chance of getting something back in
greater
return.
value. Or,
Yeah. So there's zero chance of that because all you're doing is taking your dollars and flushing them down the toilet.
It
And-
depends on the value in which you put on the digital things that you can redeem for the digital currency that you may win.
Well, this one's even more of gambling because you could lose the money. Like for the loot boxes, you always got something in return.
Mhm.
But for
Exactly.
this, you're not guaranteed to get something in return.
I mean, if they made it like so, like the payouts were like really good, like you can only put like a few dollars in, you get like a lot of in-game cash. Like, I think that would make it a little better. Like if it was like, I don't know, because like you could just buy
It's
like
one for
currency
one.
with money, right?
It's
Like in
one
GTA.
for
Yeah, you just buy I forget what it's called. You could buy shark cards or something.
shark
Yeah.
coins or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's $1 equals one chip.
No.
Dude, I am so certain.
Fact check that.
If you,
Gentlemen-
but that's like you can't even buy anything in the game with that. Like $1.
It's probably like $1 is like $1,000 in cash or
Hang
something.
on.
There's no way it's 1-to-1.
It's 1-to-1, bro. It's 1-to-1. I think I dreamed that.
Like let's say
But
you
how
put in
much-
$1 and then you get $5 in game. Like that's
But how
not gonna
much
get
are
you anything.
Does anybody have GTA? Kim,
I
did you
do.
play this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
have
didn't.
it.
No, wait. Did they just added the casino, right?
Yeah.
No, I haven't played it recently.
Because I want to know how much the like buy-ins are for like hand of blackjack. Is it 100 GTA cash, or is it like I don't know $5?
Here's how each casino membership rank breaks down. Standard membership 500 GTA dollars is 5,000 casino chips. Hang on.
Yeah, but how much is 500
I'm trying to find
casino
out.
dollars?
So, question. Did they have the ability, like in the past, to put in real money to get GTA money?
Yes.
Yes.
And the new update is simply they are adding a digital casino within the game?
Yes.
So the two aren't exactly linked. It's just that they are kind of being linked by the media because you can put in money and you can use those fake money that you buy.
But if they already had this
in the-
currency system, I don't think it's 1-to-1.
Yeah. This might, I mean, yeah. If anyone's going to put in money into a game to get fake money within a game, then why not add a casino for them to lose the money? Honestly, you know what I mean?
Messed up.
It's like, because you don't have to put in your real money. You can earn in-game money by playing, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So it's your own fault if you put in your real money. You can't say, oh, this game shouldn't have a casino because you can redeem things with real money. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm kind of leaning on this isn't so smarmy. It's just stupid if anyone does it kind of situation.
I mean, technically, you could just make a bunch of money in the game without putting any money in and go play at the casino.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And that's what a wise
It's not like
person
they're
would
trying
do.
to entice people into paying their real money so they can gamble at the casino. That's not exactly the situation, it feels
I
like.
feel like that is the situation.
I
though.
mean, yeah.
They may have been trying to build that and eventually get to that conclusion, but you don't need to follow them down that rabbit hole, people.
But that's
Yeah,
how
it's
gambling
it's
works,
people,
though.
It's like people like connecting the dots too much. Like they just added a feature in the game where you can potentially lose money, but it just so happens that you can put in your own money. So like they just like connect the dots like that.
Right.
But I can see it being like, oh no, I lost all my money that I earned in game. I need to get it back somehow, or I won't be able to do all this other stuff. So then you put money in. It's how
But
gambling
you could do
works.
the same thing in like Pokemon Go as currency you can just get, and then you can also put in money. But
Yeah,
if
but
you're
you can't,
stupid
like-
and just delete all your items that you just bought, that's the same thing. Like, it's on you.
You can buy like a whole bunch of incubators and then like not know how to use them properly or
like,
something.
yeah, you can
and
even
waste
delete them.
Yeah. So I don't know.
That's not like
It's
I
kind
don't
of the
think
same
that's
situation.
I don't think that's the same thing because this is actual like gambling.
Yeah, but it's like,
Like,
I
you're
have
losing your
I have
money
my
through
game that
gambling.
has the money that I've made in the game, and then there's also a faucet over here that I could put my own money into. But then there's a hole over here that like lets the money fall out because I'm gambling it away. So like, they're both there.
Responsibility has to fall. Onus has to fall, at least to some extent, on the people who are playing the game to know that if they put in their real money, they're doing something not the smartest, necessarily.
I wonder if there's an age gate on this thing. Like, do you have to be 21 to go into the casino in GTA?
No, because there's no money payout. Like, no real money payout. You're not actually gambling.
Yeah, it's probably just 17.
Still seems shady though.
And for mature,
It definitely bends the rules, but no more, I feel like, than other things. It's just calling it what it is. It's like this game has said, this is what companies have been doing. Let's just call it what it is,
Are you also not getting game content by playing in the casino?
That's very true. You are getting game content.
All right. I mean, it's kind of cool if you think about it, that you can go to a casino in Grand Theft Auto and like go play poker or something. Like, I like to play like digital versions of like card games and stuff. So if you could go, just take all your money from
think
Grand
of it
Theft
like
Auto.
This could be like a new money making thing in a game, like with your in-game money.
Yeah,
I just thought of another example.
Mhm.
Was it Shenmue 2 that has an arcade?
Yeah, but
Phil?
those are it's Shenmue 1 that I know for sure. I haven't beat Shenmue 2.
Shenmue 1. Okay. Imagine that in the arcade, they have games that you can play in the arcade.
Okay, no,
but
I'll do you one better.
Pokemon
There is a game in the
They took the
Shenmue 1
gambling out of
arcade
that.
that there you can like get Sonic figurines or something, and you could put money in and you could get repeats and stuff. So
There's also Pokemon Let's Go that took out the casino or the
I'm
gambling.
just saying,
because they
is
had
it
to rate.
much-
They changed the like ratings. Like, it would have had to have been E10 plus if there was gambling in it. So there has been gambling in Pokemon games since like Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's like putting a quarter in to play a game at a digital arcade, and then you die, so you put in another quarter, but also you can put in your real money to get digital quarters, and you can spend your money potentially there if you so choose, if you're enjoying yourself. I mean, it's
just
similar.
just like a real arcade in real life.
Right,
You put
exactly.
a $1 in, you get tokens, and you take those
Arcades
tokens.
are basically kids' versions of gambling, except you are getting because you never know how short you're gonna play. You could die in the first screen.
It's not gambling, right? Isn't that the argument we made last week or the week before? That
It's not
What
gambling.
about like
It's
the arcades where you put in coins and you get tickets and stuff, and you redeem the tickets? That's like baby gambling.
yeah.
I know, yeah.
But like you could try to play a really hard game. Like I think Dragon's Lair, like walking across that bridge in the very first screen, and then you die, you put in another quarter, and then you get past the bridge, and then you die on the door.
It's
you
all
put in
guessing.
another quarter.
Dragon's Lair is all guessing, and that's the worst
Exactly.
game ever made.
It's designed to take your quarters.
As
It's no different than a casino in that regard. You put in a chip. Who knows if you're going to win? I don't know. It is a little different, but it's the same.
All right, final thoughts on casinos and gambling. I guess it's not gambling because you don't get anything in return. That's what we've decided on as a group. But
and that you don't have to put in your money.
You don't have to put in your money. Go like do a heist or something, make a bunch of money in game, and then go celebrate at the casino. That is something you can do. Also, that game is rated M for mature, and you shouldn't be playing it unless you're 17 anyway. So there's that.
Yep.
Moving on to a game that has some microtransactions. Nope. Zero microtransactions. Nope, it doesn't. I was thinking about all of the characters you get for playing in a tournament, but those aren't DLC. They're free. Speaking of free, Mario Tennis Aces is free for Nintendo Switch Online users. So if you have a Nintendo Online subscription, we have another benefit in addition to those spectacular NES games that just provide hours of endless content of just so much fun. It's going to be free from October 7th until October 13th.
August 7th.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what numbers are. From August 7th until August 13th. So right now, as you're watching the podcast, you can go onto the eShop and download it for free. The game is going to be on sale. It's going to be 30% off until August 20th. And you can save your game and your progress carries over if you play for free. And then you decide to buy the game. You can just load it up and you'll continue where you left off. 30%
Is this going to
off.
be worldwide?
It's North America.
Okay.
Oh no,
so it's
North
not
America,
worldwide.
North America, and UK.
Okay.
Europe,
Yeah.
because Japan is getting Captain Toad.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. Is this going to be a trend?
Maybe
I
it
think
could be
so.
like every month you get a
Mhm.
week of a demo or so.
Interesting.
Just thought that was important to mention.
Yeah, 30% off a $60 game is $20. That's math, right? That's good math. $20
I
off.
think so. Yeah.
About, yeah.
That adds up. And I think Mario Tennis Aces is absolutely worth $40. I've got a lot of enjoyment out of that game, but I love those Camelot games. I love Mario Golf. I love Mario Tennis. So, I would say try it. It's free.
It's
to
free.
try.
Why not try it?
If you have the
try it.
online service. So yeah. So Camilla, you've never played it, and you're gonna try it?
Yep. Not gonna buy
Oh.
it.
I think
Cool.
a week would be long enough for you to get your fill of it. I mean, I don't think there's that
Yeah.
much content there.
I
that-
mean, I played Mario sports games before, but they don't
Mhm.
really like interest me for long. Like I can't
Mhm.
play them for like hours.
Oh man, I definitely like the golf games better.
yeah,
you
the
can
golf
just
is fun.
You can keep replaying the course over and over and try to like better your score. I feel like with tennis, it's just kind of like, all right, that's 1v1 or 2v2. Like, let's see if I win this time.
I played Mario Strikers Charge for a little bit. That one was fun.
Is that the Wii one?
The Wii soccer one, yeah.
Yeah, it's a soccer
Yeah.
one.
I had
Those
the one
are
on-
fun games.
I
I
had
wish
the
they
one
would
on
come back.
GameCube. That was a good game. But it's a little. That game was a little. I felt like truncated. It wasn't like a massive game.
Mm.
Anyway, Dan, will you be trying Mario Tennis Aces?
I mean, I guess since it's free, maybe if I happen to think of it within the window, I might download it and give it a try. I'm not really a big tennis guy. Golf is a lot more fun. I
Yeah.
remember there was this one really fun golf game that I got into back in the day called Outlaw Golf. It was actually narrated
yeah.
by Steve Carell. Oh, that thing was fun. That was hilarious. Yeah, but I digress.
That's, oh well, no, that's cool. So guys, check it out. That is a free PSA if you want to try Mario Tennis Aces and you haven't had $60 to buy it. And now's your time to try it. And you missed I think there was like a global test fire or whatever it would be called for Mario Tennis.
Yeah,
I think they had that,
right before it came out.
yeah, which gave you the Mario costume, I think, right? Remember that?
Possibly, yeah. I think you're right. I think
Yeah.
like the original, like the standard Mario costume instead
Yeah.
of the visor.
Yeah.
I do hope they continue this trend, like maybe once a month or something like that. Because I definitely haven't bought all the Switch games, so
Yeah, it'd be nice every month to be like, ooh, this one's 30% off. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Well, I am going to take a very short break, and it might be an instant, or it could be 2 hours, or 3 hours, or 4 hours. Okay, so I'm pretty sure whoever edited this video cut me off while I was saying how long I was going to be gone, but that's okay. We're back now. The next story we're going to talk about is The Outer Worlds. Is coming to the Switch. Obsidian's open world RPG that takes place in space. They're known for making Fallout New Vegas, South Park, The Stick of Truth. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. So some pretty solid games, which bodes well for this game. And it's cool that it's coming to Switch and not just the beefy systems. So here, I got this from the website. Lost in transit while on a colonist ship bound for the furthest edge of the galaxy. You awake decades later than you expected, only to find yourself in the midst of a deep conspiracy threatening to destroy the Halcyon colony. As you explore the furthest reaches of space and encounter a host of factions, all vying for power, who you decide to become will determine the fate of everyone in Halcyon. In the corporate equation for the colony, you are the unplanned variable. Bum, bum, ba. So it seems kind of cool. Like some, corporations have taken over space, I guess. And you're just kind of exploring this open space world. And I will check out the reviews before I pick it up. Just because sometimes those games can be really hit or miss. But Obsidian has a pretty good track record, so it's probably going to be not that bad. It'd probably be better than Fallout 76.
That's what everybody's hoping for.
I just want to add that it's not launching at the same time as the PS4 and the Xbox version.
Oh, it's not?
Okay.
No, it's undecided release date.
That's a bummer.
TBD. But, well, the news is that we're going to get it. So, hooray! Anybody interested in this style of game? Cam, you play RPGs, but do you play American, Western RPGs, open world RPGs?
Well, I've never played Fallout, and I've heard this game is like Fallout in space.
Mm-hmm.
I have played South Park: Stick of Truth. I did like that one a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like RPGs. At first, when I first saw this, I was like, not my cup of tea. I may need to look at more trailers to see if I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Maybe
it's
you
cool.
could look at
more support on the Switch.
I was just gonna say maybe you could look at the trailer that's playing right now on the video version of the podcast.
Probably
because there might be an audio version of the podcast happening.
Possibly.
TBD. What about you, John?
I am not a huge RPG fan.
Shocker.
Actually, I've been loving Fire Emblem, so that's a lie. But I will be checking this game out when it comes out because they are owned by Microsoft, and it's going to be on Game Pass, and I have Game Pass, so I'll check it out.
Nice.
And if I like it a lot, maybe I'll get it on Switch as well, but it'll probably run at like 240p. And
wow, it's really going to be on Game Pass?
Yeah, because they own it. They own the Obsidian.
What?
And they did
How
confirm
do they
it.
even get money from if they're just putting on Game Pass immediately?
I think,
Game Pass subscription's not inexpensive. The new one.
I'm assuming everybody who owns an Xbox, or at least half of the people that own an Xbox, probably have Game Pass. Because
we'd have to find out that statistic.
How much is Game
seems
Pass?
It's $9.99 a month. But you
Plus-
get
Not a
Plus
lot.
gold.
yeah, but if you have 10 million people paying $9.99 a month, it's pretty good revenue.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not like it's all going to the people who made Outer Worlds.
Yeah, they cut a deal with them. I don't know.
I don't know how subscription-based services work. They have to be profitable somehow, or they want
Plus
to do them.
They don't really include the DLC packs with the
No,
Game
yeah,
Pass.
they it's like the standard editions,
Mhm.
and then you have to buy the DLC.
So,
I also
yeah.
think that Microsoft's trying this thing where they're spending money, they're spending a ton of money right now
Mhm.
with Game Pass and buying all these developers
and streamers
and streamers. They're gearing up for the next generation. They're trying to bring more people in to widen their audience, and they're trying anything that they could. And
Dan,
I'm an advocate of Game Pass. I
Yeah.
think everybody should have it.
I'm an advocate of the Game Pack.
Me
I
too.
think everybody should watch and subscribe to them. The subscription button is down below this video, and also there's a like button. Also, there's a notification bell that you should ring, and I figured it out. I think it says all I think
Yeah.
every time I say that I don't know what it says, I looked it up and it says all. So click the bell and get all notifications.
You can also subscribe on YouTube on iTunes when
that happens.
When that happens.
And we will announce that in our Discord, which is also linked in the description. But before we move on to our next story, I'm not going to skip Dan, which is my favorite thing to do. Dan,
I was wondering.
Dan, did you have anything to say about the Outer Worlds?
Yeah. Well, in general, I feel like games are just getting so much bigger and bigger and bigger. The more like as the generations progress, so do the game sizes and lengths. And this sounds like a big, huge, long epic that.
Actually, on that note, I think they said it's going to be like 30 hours. I don't think
that's it.
I'm pretty sure there's some story that says, we might want to fact check this, but I'm pretty sure they said that it's not going to be an extremely long story.
To finish the story, or will there then be grinding for various different things within the game?
There might be
such
extra
as
content or
is
something.
The way of those types of games typically.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I feel like the longer the game is, I mean, Super Mario Brothers has been beaten in under 5 minutes. That is a short game. Even if you do the entire game, it's not a long experience. And the longer games are, the more choosy I have to be with, do I want to devote my time into this experience and this universe? Because there are so many games. I only play just a few games usually.
Well,
so
those like older NES games, they were meant to be played in one sitting because you can't
save.
Well, they're also
right, exactly
artificially hard because you were meant to play that game
Yeah.
for months and months and months. It's not like
Yeah.
there was a game every like week like there is now.
Right, absolutely. And it's a very different feel, and there are so many games. And yeah, it's not like a bad thing that they're long. It's great, you know.
More content.
But I have to be very choosy, I feel like, with the universes that I choose to explore digitally.
Actually, yeah, I feel that too. Like there are some like really good, like people tell me they're really good games. I'm like, I don't know if I want to like use my time like that kind of thing.
Or there's some, I don't know what game I'm thinking of, but somebody said, you just gotta get past the first 40 hours, then you'll love it.
Yeah, that's how long.
That's
like
Monster.
Maybe Monster Hunter.
Bill said
Maybe
Monster Hunter. Oh, you guys just grind through those first 40 hours. That does not sound pleasant at all.
Speaking of Monster Hunter, our next story is about Iceborne, the first official large expansion for Monster Hunter World. There's been like little events. I wouldn't call them expansions. Like there's the Witcher event. There was, I think, some new Horizon Zero Dawn content that was exclusive to Sony platforms. So there's been like cool little things that they do, but now they're actually selling an expansion. It's coming out September 6th for Xbox and PS4 and potentially PC. I know that for Monster Hunter games, the PC release date usually delayed, and it's going to cost $39.99. However, if you don't already own Monster Hunter, you can buy both for like just full retail, $59.99.
That's not bad.
You can get the game and the expansion for $60. And I was talking to Stebdub, and he said that you need to be Hunter rank 100 for this new content.
For Iceborne in general, or everything like these
I
updates
think just
after it comes out?
For the Iceborne content.
Dude, I'm like Hunter rank 3 or something.
There's no way you're that low if you've put any time into the game.
I probably put like 10 hours into it. So,
all right. Yeah,
probably
maybe
pretty low.
I mean, you're probably in the teens. But yeah, September 6th, 2019 for $40. Allegedly, you need to be Hunter rank 100. And that, speaking of grinding, you have to grind out like there's only a couple missions that will like get you past the Hunter rank 29 to like get you on moving towards that goal of Hunter rank 100, which is crazy.
That's insane. If that's
pretty
true,
grindy.
like they better have some sort of system that
helps you get up there. It's
Yeah,
like
because-
World of Warcraft, where they put it out a new expansion, and then they just like, here you go, and congratulations, your character is now level 100.
Yeah.
And you can like move on to level up from 100 to 110 because that's what this content is.
Yeah.
So maybe something like that will come out.
Yeah, like
Very
all
possible.
these like games of services do that too. Like Destiny does it too, where it's like you could rank up one of your characters to, level 20 to access this content.
So perhaps we'll see something like that. I will be back into Monster Hunter to try. I just kind of want to get back into it. I feel like I was doing really good. And then I was obviously messaging with StubDub, and he's like, we didn't even come close to beating this game. We're completely mistaken. There's so much more content. And I was like, oh, no. So I'm going to be booting that up, play some co-op. I think Monster Hunter is an amazing co-op game, but it's a grind fest. It is a total grind fest. But it's cool, and it's deep, and it has a lot of things. Like, it comes with that, like, that book that you can like read and be like, oh, I'm trying to collect tails, so like I should like attack the tail, and he's weak to lightning, and you can just learn so much about the monsters just in the game. You can get really absorbed in that world. But yeah, thousands of hours if you want to dedicate it. Let's do
There
it.
you go, Cam.
That's
Time.
for you.
Do you have time to do that?
Do you want to do this, or Dan? Is this the lore and world that you want to be immersed into?
I got Monster Hunter 3 because I was told that the Monster Hunter games were good.
On
couldn't get-
Wii,
on the Wii and the Wii U. I actually got
because
the
there's
two
there's try, and then
Yeah.
there's 3 Ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got Try and I got 3 Ultimate. I got 2 different versions of them because I found one for cheap, and then I found the other for cheap as well very shortly after. But yeah, it was such a grind fest. I barely got to the fighting, and it was like, this is it's still grinding, and still it's trying to teach me, but it's so slow. I quit playing it forever, and I don't think I'll ever touch another Monster Hunter game because it's so stinking boring. It's so boring.
They streamlined Monster Hunter World a lot.
They streamed it a lot. It's still the series in general is pretty obtuse. But if you want to learn it, you got to put in the time. And if that's not something that you're down with, then skip it. There's plenty of games.
I want to hunt monsters.
Yeah.
Well, you got to play
I don't
40
go talk to
hours of
villagers
harvest.
and gather items to the villagers.
Well, that doesn't take too long.
You got to harvest plants for 40 hours, then you get to fight a monster.
You collect mushrooms a couple times, and then they're like,
It felt like 40 hours.
Go kill the little ones, and then go kill the mama. Like,
Jeez, that got dark.
Jeez.
See, with Breath of the Wild,
Go
they
kill the
throw you
younglings.
in, and you can fight Taluses immediately.
There's also kind of what did you not like in games? Like the leveling up type stuff?
Yeah, arbitrary
like-
level up systems.
Well, this is all gear based.
Yeah, it's
so-
a gear-based
Wait,
progression system.
what makes something an arbitrary level up?
If you just do X thing, like punch a bad guy in the head 50 times, and then you get the punch level up. For example,
Wait, so
in
killing enemies and getting an experience for like a specific enemy, that's arbitrary?
I think so. Like it should be skill based. Like I accomplished something, give me the thing for my accomplishment, rather than do this thing X amount of times. It might as well be 200 times or 500. It's arbitrary number.
Well, Dan, speaking of skill-based, that's sort of how Monster Hunter is set up. So if you have the skill to take down the monster and get the parts, you take those parts and you build pieces of armor or weapons, and that increases your stats.
Okay,
Well,
then
you
that's
do-
not
you-
necessarily arbitrary.
You do have to hunt the same monster a few times, though.
Yeah, because you have to get just think about in real life, if you wanted to make a full suit of deer wool or whatever, deer hide.
What?
If there's an in-game reason as to why you need to do something multiple times, great. Like Breath of the Wild, you have to earn the rupees to buy the gear, like
Mhm.
the different outfits and armor.
Mhm.
Great. But in like Skyrim, it would tell me randomly, level up. You shot 20 bad guys with an arrow. You now have a little better arrow aim. It's like, come on.
Yeah, but your characters,
Yeah.
if you think about
Just-
it, like your
You're
character
kind of building.
Let's not
you're
confuse
is
this with
getting
ignorance.
It's kind of
But-
building.
I should get better naturally at arrowing because I'm getting better as a player. It should just be me getting better. Why is the game arbitrarily holding
well, because
me
then
back,
every
like,
game would star Dan from the Tea
Alright.
Lounge.
We got
Oh, we gotta
rein
move
this
on.
back in.
Yeah,
rein
We
this
gotta
back
move in.
in.
We gotta move on. Reel it in. All right. Well, Dan, we'll talk about experience systems later. Okay, the final story is E3 accidentally leaks personal details of journalists, YouTubers, and analysts. The private details of 2025 games, industry journalists, and video producers have been leaked online. The list was accessible via the website through a download link. Organizers of the Entertainment Software Association, the ESA, told GamesIndustry.biz, cool website, bro, that they regret the occurrence and have removed the link.
They
The
regret
list-
the occurrence. Wow.
Yeah, so sorry. The list includes names, publications, home addresses, email addresses, and phone numbers of game journalists, streamers, and YouTube creators, plus financial analysts, and investors. Wow. That's not very cool.
No.
it's completely
It's awful.
unacceptable.
This should not be happening, like, in modern times. I don't understand how, like, who's in charge of this stuff that just is like, I'm going to just put a public link up. Don't worry about it. And then, like, you know, somebody's going to find it and leak it because people are terrible.
Some
I mean,
people are terrible.
Some
yeah.
people are terrible. I'll reel that in. Yeah, I don't have anything to say about this other than, like, get it together collectively, everyone, please. That goes for everything. This is just one example of everything that's happening in the world.
Yeah.
Just, guys, get it together. Yeah, just pull it together. If anybody else wants to talk on this topic, please feel free.
I think it's
Is
just
that it?
like somebody so like so I'm guessing this was like a link that like internally they were using and then someone just shared it, or someone made a link for this purpose.
I think it was a public link to send to someone, but you know, they made it public so that someone outside of their internal system could get access to it.
It was probably a mistake, honestly. Like,
Well, yeah, it wasn't on purpose.
no, I mean, I don't think somebody purposefully released.
You don't think
all the
anyone was like vindictively trying to post?
I don't think so.
the
I mean,
information?
I work in an industry that, you know, your information can end up in the wrong place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it happens, but like that's a lot. 2,000. That's 2,000 people that you
Yeah.
just put in like danger, and like.
But
Now they're
somebody
vulnerable.
leaked it. It's like it was an accidental, like there was an error by whoever put the download link and made it public, but then somebody maliciously leaked it. So like that wasn't an accident.
Yeah, no. Well, people
Just-
are
yeah.
jerks.
And
Just to
like,
be clear.
why was E3 collecting this type of information from people? Do you have
They
to
have
put
to-
in your home address to like
Yeah.
attend?
Yeah, they have to know who's there. That's for security reasons. They have
Well, yeah,
to
know who's there, but where they live and all of their details.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
how they
maybe
identify
for-
you.
Yeah, if you like, you know, leaks, if you leak something, they want to be able to hold you accountable. I know we have, when we like give NDAs to people on movies, like we take all their information and then we're like, that way if they break the NDA, then like our lawyers can sue them. So like they need all that
I
information
suppose.
for
Yeah,
like,
I don't
something
think
like that.
the creators and everybody giving the information is the problem. It's the leaking of
If-
the information
yeah,
that's
if
the
the-
problem.
Yeah, if the information is so easily mishandled, then they really need to put like in better system of accessing the information. Like if you had to go through like 3 different hoops to be able to access the information, then it might make it a little more difficult to accidentally just send it to everyone or something. I don't know.
Password protects it.
It definitely has to be revamped.
Anybody else? Final thoughts on that bummer of a story?
Downer.
All right, let's move on to what we're playing real quick. I just bought Dragon Ball Fighters or Dragon Ball Fighters Z because it's on sale in the eShop as of recording. I'm not sure how long it's gonna be on sale for, but I think it was like $17.99, and then I had a bunch of coins. Then it brought it down to like $11. So I got that game for like $11, and I've been wanting to play it. I'm a Dragon Ball nostalgic fan. I used to watch that Dragon Ball Z when I was growing up, so it was super cool. I even streamed it for like half a second today, just because of Evo and everything. I played some Smash, played some Dragon Ball. It was fun. So
you were recently catching up with the series too, weren't you?
Yes, I left off because I've just been so slammed and haven't had any like real free time. But I do hope to complete that very, very soon. And that's what I've been playing. And I've been playing Fire Emblem Heroes, the mobile game, because I'm trying to satiate my desire to play Fire Emblem
Three Houses,
because I just haven't had the time to really devote to cracking it open, giving it the real love that it needs. I kind of want to make a video about it. So it's like, I'll just play the mobile game. And the mobile game's good. The mobile game is good.
It's Fire Emblem Light for sure.
It's definitely Fire Emblem without thinking.
Yeah.
You just don't have to think about it.
Yeah,
but the character models look just the same.
And there's like, a ton of different character models of the same character.
Yeah, that's true.
20 different Lins.
There's a lot of Camillas.
Oh,
Many Camillas.
Well, there's probably like Beach Camilla.
There's Swimwear Camilla. I just got her 5-star. It's Beachwear Camilla.
She has assets that people enjoy.
Yes.
I don't know if I understand.
You will.
Dan, when you grow up. Dan, what have you been playing?
I've been playing a lot of Super Mario Maker 2.
Woo!
I made a stage the other day that apparently is my hardest stage I've made so far because it's got a 0.16 clear rate.
It's so hard, man.
Brutal.
It was so hard. I can't beat it.
Yeah, I ended up making a second course that is a practice course. It basically turns off all of the spike blocks so they're in the off position instead of the on position. And it adds little access doors to the different parts of the stage. It's only 15 seconds long.
Yeah, but you're probably still dying. Like, the thwomps are probably still squishing you against those blocks, right?
The practice room is excellent. I made it, so it's excellent. That's not what I'm trying to say. But if you're trying to beat the level that I made, the practice room is invaluable. It's going to give you the practice you need for what comes later without having to go through the earlier stuff, so that when you finally get there, you'll be a little more prepared.
That one transition, man, that from the bouncies to the next thwomp, that transition's rough.
If you have the right technique, it's not too bad, but that's true about every
Here.
part.
Yeah,
every part
if
of
you know exactly what I intended, the creator, the only way you can do it is this way.
I give you a preview to the level. I give you a practice room to the level. I give you all the tools you need. It's a really tough one because you have to string a lot of technical stuff together really quickly and with really good timing. Each individual section isn't horribly difficult, but all at once is pretty insane.
It makes me question how good I am at Mario games. That's all I'm saying.
So, I hear you. You'll get it. I have no doubt you can beat my level.
So, John, besides...
I also picked
sorry, Dan. Go ahead.
Well, real quick, I also picked up Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex. I've never played that one. And Ape Escape. I'm looking forward to trying that one again after so many years.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah, that's all.
John, besides Dan's levels, what are you playing?
Well, I've been playing some Fire Emblem. I thought it was going to play like all weekend, but I got sidetracked and I ended up playing Fortnite all day today.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
the
played
new
some Fortnite with you.
Yeah, and I streamed it a couple days ago, and it's really... I find that game extremely fun.
Yep.
It's fun to play. I was playing Team Rumble. I wasn't playing the squads today, and that's really fun because you just like it's like team deathmatch where you just spawn. You keep spawning, so you could like practice building. You could practice your shots and stuff. It's, and Season X just came out, so I've been enjoying that. It's been.
I think there's something called that exists, and I'll name it Fortnite fatigue. I catch that every once in a while, but you know, I was playing with you while you were streaming, and I was like, I could probably play this again.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Like I didn't play too much of Season 9, so I took like a good month and a half off of it, and now I came back to it and I'm having a lot of fun.
Very cool. Camilla, what are you playing? Level 1, proud mode.
Yeah, I was playing before the stream, and I'm at that like final like wave boss because you played the first one, like where you just have to like fight all the Heartless. I just can't get past it. It's like just wrecking me.
Oh no.
But besides that, I've been playing Pokemon Go since Ralt's Community Day was yesterday. From recording was Saturday, and I just posted a video on it, so you should definitely check that out on my channel.
I retweeted it.
Yeah, I got lots of shinies. And I have been completing my Omega Ruby decks. I am really close to getting the shiny charm. I only need like 50 more Pokemon. But I have been hard at work because I transferred like most of my Pokemon to Gen 7. So like I had like nothing to like fill this decks with. So I had to like go and recatch everything. So I've just been doing that in my free time, and I'm really close.
I don't know. That's fun though. I mean, that's an excellent game. Very cool. All right. Well, that's what we've been playing, and that's what we've been doing. I wanted to thank everybody so much for watching every single week. We're on episode 14. That's so crazy. We've been doing this for a hot minute. Don't forget, guys, I promoted it earlier in the show, but there are links in the description for our personal channels, for our social medias, for the Discord, for the Game Pack. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button, and that notification bell. Hit all notifications. And yeah, let's keep this conversation going. Join us in the Discord. Thanks for watching. We love you. Goodbye.
Bye.